Da-da-da! There it is. HadesOmega finished them. So here's the one for the left foot peg, and there's the one for the right there. So they made exactly the same, and they fit exactly. So what I found out is it's actually better if you put the threaded part on the outside, and it moves the slider towards the tip more. So that's where most likely you're gonna scrape. So we'll see if I can scrape it. See if we can drag foot pegs on the track. I doubt it, but HadesOmega is not that good a rider. But so this is I might as well just make the final. This will be the final video. This is HadesOmega's track ready Suron Light B Supermoto setup here. So here we got the front Supermoto sliders, the ones that I made first. So basically it's just an all thread 5/16 that goes all the way through the front axle, and then there's two sway bar bushings here that space this out so it doesn't touch the fork, and then it's bolted, and then the pucks are bolted on with the nuts and bolts stuff. And then this is the rear. This is the one that took the most work. This one has a plate here with two holes in it that's kind of sandwiched between the adjuster block here, and it just sits in this channel, and then the slider puck bolts on to the bar. So that worked out pretty good. It looks a little goofy. It's a little far from the axle. Its job is to keep this axle from scraping on the ground, which I think it will. It sticks out farther than everything else. So, and then there's the foot peg ones. So the foot peg ones are probably the easiest, in my opinion. It did take some some work to figure out like the right length and everything, but now that I have like a template, I can make them pretty easily now. Basically, there's a J-bolt going through the foot peg here, and it bolts onto this center section here of the foot peg, and then it goes down, and then it's bolted on with the locking nut on the bottom so it doesn't come off. And there it is. So that's it. And it's pretty much the same for the other side. There it is. Looks the part. Alright, and then so the other things that I did to make this thing was track ready was I put painter's tape over all the lights. So look here, it's not as bright anymore. You can still kind of see it though. I guess maybe the tape I use isn't very good. Yeah. Well, it's okay. Whatever. At least I tried. I put some over the front too. You can still see it. It's like a blue light now. So, but yeah. So you're not supposed to have any lights on your bike. People don't need to know when you're braking, dude. And yeah. So it's got the rear and the front axle sliders, and then the foot peg sliders, and then the hand guards. And we don't need to catch, like I mentioned, we don't need to catch can because there's no kind of fluids on the bike. It's electric. If there's fluids coming out of your bike, it's no bueno. it's probably some kind of battery acid or lithium ion stuff. It's probably bad. But yeah, there's no kind of liquids on the Suron. Alright, so there it is. I hope you guys enjoyed my track preparation video. These stuff should work out pretty good. I might make a follow-up video in the future if I ever if we do go down at the track, and I'll let you know how well all this stuff fares. It's there to protect the bike, and it's there to protect the bike. It's to keep it from it's to let it slide, and when it hits the ground, and so like it won't cartwheel or anything or yard sale. And it's also to protect the track too, to keep the track from getting the surface from getting all scratched and stuff. So there it is. I'm turned off now. But yeah, that's the setup we're going to be using at the track. So hope you guys have hopefully this has been educational for you. It was for me. All right, so I'll look forward to my first track day video. I did ride this on the track already. They kind of just let me go on with the dirt wheels and everything, but now it's Supermoto and it's got all the safety stuff on it now. So we're ready to we can actually race with this. I kind of need to get my number plate on it though. Oh, that's right. I have to put the number plate. I'm planning to go drag racing too, so I do need a number plate so they can see what number we're on. Yeah, so I guess I better work on that too. It's not quite done. I just have to put the Sauron number plate. Which is right here. Yep. All right. So hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully it was educational for you guys that that want to go to a kart track. Could you ride this thing at like a regular racetrack, like kind of like Button Willow or Laguna Seca? Yeah, you probably could, but it would be really slow. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be really slow. I think this bike is probably faster than the KLX. So, but if you upgraded the controller and stuff to give you more power, maybe more power. Yeah, it could definitely use more power. Because I rode with one at Laguna Seca last year, and I'm pretty sure that was not a stock Sauron because like it was doing a pretty good job keeping up with the other bikes. I passed it on this bike, but this bike has got way more power than the Sauron, and it's way heavier too. It's like almost 3 times as heavy. So yeah, pretty sure. Hopefully we'll see it out there again this year because. This weekend is actually going to be that race, so maybe there'll be somebody out there. So, which I'll bring my Sauron with me too. We might get to go ride it. We may get to ride it at Laguna Seca for the parade lap. That's what I'm planning to do. All right, here's we go. Okay, so I also wanted to go over the cost of all the sliders. Just the sliders. We can go over the handguards. I think the handguards were like. I think those are about $50, around $50 for these Tusk D-Flex handguards. And I have a video of me installing those, but yeah, I think those are about $50. And then so all the wheels, I use a total of six skateboard wheels. 4 is like $10 about. So I would say it cost me $15. In skateboard wheels. I had the sway bar bushings already. I had the all thread already, but I think the all thread is about $5. This guy here, this threaded rod here. All the bolts and hardwares, I already had them already, but I'd imagine it's probably not going to cost you more than like $5 to $10. And then the J bolts were like less than $3. It was like $1.20 each. So, and the plate, this guy here, that was $10. This was $10, but I really only use like probably not even $5 worth of steel to make it. If you could get a smaller piece of steel, I would get it, but I had to buy the long one. It's the only one they had. So they do sell They sell a slightly shorter one. Like I think it's like a foot shorter. So. If you can get that one, that'll be good. I can make like, I can make probably like 10 more of those slider plates, man. But it's good. I got stuff for other projects, so if I need it, so that's a 1 1/4 wide, 1/8 thick piece of bar steel right there. So I think the total damage. I don't know. Let's just say that thing costed like $5, the steel. So 5, 15, 20 for just the sliders alone. probably 40-50 bucks. That's not too bad. I think if you were to buy, if they were to buy something like this, it would probably cost you 50 bucks for like one side, for like one axle. It would be pretty expensive. It'll cost more than 100 bucks to do the whole bike. If you didn't do what I did, if I use El Cheapo skateboard wheels like this here. I think these are about, I think this is about 50 bucks. These are Womet Tech Supermoto sliders. We can probably actually use this in the rear. I don't think this would work on the front. The front wouldn't work. Plus we could use to alter it on the front anyway, so it doesn't matter. This wouldn't work on the rear. I mean, it would work on the rear axle. No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't work because the axle has to sit inside the adjuster block, so it wouldn't work. That's what I'm thinking. So you could probably use this on the back, but you would have to still use my little plate. So, but you could replace the pucks too. That's a good thing. The pucks are a little nicer on this. if you look at it, it's actually the puck. Yeah, it's actually the puck is right here. You can actually take the whole thing out too. So these pucks, they screw into the aluminum part, the base part here, and then you could replace the pucks if you drop the bike and you scrape them. You know, this one actually has a skateboard wheel bolted on the top of it, so it looks cool. So, but really, all I would need to do is just put the black part. Yeah, and I had to do a lot of grinding to get this thing to fit over here. A lot of grinding. Yeah, you can check that video out. I have a for KLXs, but that doesn't pertain to the to that guy there. If I was to use this, these are Womet Tech sliders. You would still have to make the plate in the back. That's my guess. You could probably bolt it onto here. You could just bolt it on in place of the puck. But why? You could just buy the pucks really easy. Skateboard wheels are so cheap. So yeah, I think this will work out pretty good. I'll let you know how it turns out. But yeah, I think it was like 40-50 bucks is probably the total damage for everything. So, and then obviously the time and labor to make it all. I had to do a lot of fitment and stuff, and some research and stuff. But now that I've told you everything, how everything works, it'll probably be easier. Plus, I can use the other ones as templates. So, all right. So that's the dealie. It's big out.